Welcome back, it's Christine again with the Artist Pod, and today we'll be sketching a chicken. As always, I'm using a Wacom Intuos Pro tablet. I'm drawing straight into Photoshop, so let's get arting. Alright, so as always, this is a 15 by 18 at 300 dpi new canvas in Photoshop. So the first thing I'm going to do is come over here and hit Start a New Layer. Then I'm going to fill it with black. Then I'm going to start a new layer. I'm going to change my color to purple so that I don't get fur color, or in this case the feather color, all mixed up. And then we'll start sketching it out. Alright, first things first, we're going to draw out the eyes. Now something you could do, I usually don't because I prefer to sketch, but if you really wanted to, you could come in here and do like something like this and then come up and do a stroke, because that just gives it an outline. And select stroke and then select deselect, and you can see what it does is it creates, and then you would have that selection to do the same size eye on the other side. I'm much more of a I prefer to draw it kind of person. Since we're working in Photoshop though, that is always a possibility. You could instead use the elliptical marquee tool, but I think there's something a little bit more organic about drawing it, right? So we're going to start with a circle. And then I'm not going to do an eyelid this time since we're going to have the chicken screaming. And then come over here and do another circle roughly the same size as the first one. Adjust as needed. Just easy enough to do. And then, you know, I'm going up on this one, not creating an eyelid, but because the other circle was taller. Okay. Then you have their beaks. So we're going to have the beak, you know, it kind of comes up in the middle. Because it's looking at us, some of what's happening here, we're going to have it flaring out on the sides. Right, we're going to flare it out on the sides. And then coming down in the middle there. So we, you know, definitively have a beak, but now we're going to have should we could just do this. That's the benefit of like a, you know, a bird, right? Is from here you could just add a little bit of the bottom beak and round out the head, and you'd have a cute little bird, but that's not what we're doing. So we'll extend this down, right? We're going to suck that in and then back out. Same thing on this side. Suck it in and then back out, and do a little better on the left side. Suck it in and back out, and then you have the bottom beak coming up and then back down, and then we'll connect it. You see how I'm doing that there, is rounding it as it's connected but flaring it out as it does, right? That gives it more of that horrified look. And it's going to be a little hard, you know, to see the full thing before you add highlights and shadows, but this is the general idea. Now, chickens have little red things coming off. I feel like I'm going to get the head sorted out first, right? So I'm going to have it coming down and have a little bit of a cheek coming out. And have it come down. Same thing over here. Come down, a little bit of a cheek flaring out, and then coming in. They have the red thing, not all of them, but you know, forget to draw that. And have it coming back out. Right, a little bit of more of a squared off head. Have that red thing coming up, whatever that's called, I don't actually know. And then I'm going to have it flopping over, right? So we have the head coming. We'll have this going off the edge and over. And then he's got the red things coming down. And those are just kind of, you know, you can just do wobblies. Is the best way I can describe it. And then the eyebrows. we'll probably have it much more like a, you know, when you're drawing that kind of out, you're screaming, you're gonna have much more of the iris being small instead of filling up the whole eye. Because it's startled, anytime you're startled or scared, you can see more of the eye, more of the iris than otherwise, because your eyes widen out. Yeah, the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to nudge the left eye a little bit inward. I don't know why, but it looks like it's a little, maybe it's just a little further out than the other side. Not much, just a couple of in. Maybe it's just not balanced. You know, don't have the everything in the middle here. Maybe a little bit more. Okay. Yeah. I think that works. So, that's how we sketch a chicken. Alright, so that's how you sketch a chicken. I hope that's helpful. In the floating nether next to me, I have other videos of art tutorials I have done, and I will see you all soon. Thank you so much. Take care.